Hi everybody, welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, that's Jack.
Yep, that's me.
That's Jack. And because it's October and it's my favorite month and Halloween's coming up, everybody's been talking about doing different kind of Halloween stuff, so we're going to do our first one, man. We're going to show you how to do some like candied apples, but we're going to kind of put a twist on it, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click the little doodly-doo thing down there if you like this. Let us know down in the comments if you change something, you want to do something different, or you've done something different. Let us know down in the comments, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, this is a very complicated way to do it. You're going to need apples, a little bit of water, some sugar, some white bark or some white chocolate. I suggest chocolate.
Yep.
Some of the light corn syrup, vanilla stuff, rose water because we're fancy, and some red food coloring. First things first, take the stickers off. I got one as a kid that had a sticker under the caramel stuff, which was not good.
That really?
Yeah.
That has to suck.
Somebody accidentally did it at like a Halloween festival thing at a church.
Yeah, I can see how that slipped by.
So wash those. Wash them good. Wash as much as you can.
Hot water?
No.
Right? Hot water, yeah.
Hot water and soap. And try to get that waxy stuff off. Now you impale the heart of each one with this wooden stick. Like, yeah. Right?
Like, you gotta get in there. You gotta stab it with
These are really
your
long.
life
You
depends
want to come
on it.
back and cut these. Some of those are a little tougher to get into. Now those are really long. You can go in and cut those out. Now, best way to do the chocolate stuff is to make a double boiler out of this. If you got a pot, you can put water in it. You got a bowl that's just about the same size. Whatever.
It's a really good way to do it.
Keeps it from burning and sticking to the bottom real easy. It'll float around a little bit, but
It has its own problems, too.
right. You gotta splash around. Now this almond bark stuff comes in these blocks now, which is kind of cool. It used to just come in a slat like a giant Hershey's bar, which fat boy and me couldn't help but think about sitting down and just eating.
I think I would like the little Hershey's things. What the heck are those called? Like when you get the chocolate chips? Yeah, I'd prefer it like that.
Yeah. So get this, and just as it's heating up, you can kind of push it down in there. You kind of see how it gets all liquidy and gross at the bottom. If you get some of these little spatulas, I don't know what the hell those are called.
I don't know either.
Rubber tip spoon thing. Flat spatula, something or other.
I think they're just called spatulas. I don't know if they have a fancy name. If they do it in the comments so we
Right.
know, because I got no
We
idea.
just gotta push it around until it's liquid enough for you to put that in there, just a little bit. All right, that's all that's in there. This is almond bark, and it gets all liquid. Looks real cool. Now, if it gets too hot, it gets all chunky and weird and leaves streaks on your apples. It's not as good as like
Straight chocolate.
like chocolate, white chocolate, whatever, where you can just heat it, overheat it, cool it, cook it. Now you're gonna need some of this wax paper, which is like one of the greatest inventions of man.
Yep. Wax paper.
Need some wax paper. Set it down. Now, you got your apple. You got it clean. Got it dry. Stick it in here. Don't push too hard because you don't want that water flipping over into this stuff. And because we're topping it, you don't want to take the chocolate or the almond bark all the way to the top.
Yeah.
No, if it's up to me, I would have, but
Yeah,
just take a spoon
hindsight
and label
tells
it
us
up
we
there.
should
But
have.
drip it off a little bit and set it on your wax paper. Boom, just get all four of those done. While they're sitting there cooling off, get you a skillet here. A really low temperature. Right? Get a half cup of sugar.
Just
put it
straight
right in there.
sugar.
Yeah, just like you're putting a coffee in the morning. And then a quarter cup of the warmest water you can get your hands on.
Pour the boiling water out of the chocolate double
And then
boiler.
a quarter cup of the light corn syrup, right? Like Karo syrup and that kind of stuff, right? And then put it right in there. Use your flat spatula. Make sure to get all of that gunk out of there.
I have never cooked syrup in my life. This is a first.
See, now,
for me.
now you know what you're missing. Like,
Yeah.
you want to put fake blood that's sweet and put it on your stuff.
I
That's what it
am
is.
imagining the
Well,
diabetes.
in horror
that we
movies,
get
they
from
use the Karo syrup, the corn syrup, is like a blood substitute, man. So, yeah, if you're doing this, you can kind of see. Now, you got to watch for the chunks that are in there that came from somebody's coffee spoon going back in there too soon.
Yep.
So, stir this around at low temperature until it clears up. It takes a little while.
It
gets,
will
I
take
may
a
say
bit.
it takes a while. It takes like 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, this is a
Start
time
to clear up.
investment.
So, just keep it at low temperature until that sugar all dissolves.
Or just cheat and scoop it out when no one's looking.
Well, once you get it in there, it's nice and thinned out, right? Like it's all your sugar stuff in, then turn your heat up to the high, right?
Yep.
Gonna let it get to boiling, and it boils fast.
Yeah, it does.
It's
It's pretty cool.
way fast. Like it's in there now. They're supposed to use some kind of candy thermometer. We didn't have one, so
I've
we
never
used
heard of that.
this meat thermometer. It's still a thermometer, right?
Yeah.
We're supposed to get it to 290, and as soon as it gets to 290, you take it away from the heat and add all the stuff to it. But we started around, just let it slowly heat up. Didn't want to scorch it or burn it or catch fire or explode.
Whatever.
Get in the face with sugar and
happen.
napalm. You know.
Never cooked syrup before. Didn't know what would happen if it got hot.
Probably explode and die. So, yeah, I did that. This is what I did.
It's crazy.
It got really hot, like 260, started acting crazy, so we just pulled it off. Now then, you go ahead and you add your, whoa, extreme close-up. Don't fall into it. Now you add your vanilla extract, right, just to taste.
Yes.
If you want a whole lot of it, put it in there. We add a little bit of rose water, just because we're fancy like that.
I've never heard of rose water either. Is it water run off of roses?
Kind of.
Or am I missing something?
And just add it in there. I didn't mean to put this much. Just whoop.
Bloop.
Just
Wow,
put
that's
a sprinkle in. So
I think you're supposed to measure it, but we haven't
then-
that.
Recipe I said was just put it in there. And then as many drops of this, depends on how red you want. That's your food coloring. This is labeled as gel stuff. Looks liquid.
Yeah, it looks like a liquid, but it's labeled as a gel. Okay.
Just stir it all around and let it cool. Now, before you put it on here, you gotta let it cool. Like, you can take it when it's liquid and kind of fill in the top of the hole, kind of cement the sticks in there a little bit. But once it's in there, you're set. But you need to.
It
let
really
this
does have to
off
cool
so hard
off.
for like an hour before it'll actually stick the way you want it
Yeah.
to.
I think this is straight after it was
Yeah, this is just when I'm just putting it in the top, trying to
filling the hole.
seal those sticks. I couldn't see where it was running. I was not paying attention. I was just like,
Yeah. If
doing
you
the
don't
thing.
cool it off, it will run like this, and you don't want that normally.
And it won't stick for nothing.
No.
Which is stupid because it's sticky and it gets everywhere. Everything in the kitchen is sticky like this now.
Everything gets sticky in the kitchen.
Right. And just fill that in. And as it's cooling, you can come in real slow and get all artistic with it. Make it look like that apple bled where you stuck it with that stick.
Yep. Now this is sped up to 300%, and it looks fast with the syrup, but it's actually moving pretty slow.
Yeah, and then it's better when it cools off. Use this flat spatula to kind of fill it all in, let it run off there real slow, get all artistic with it.
Got a paintbrush, that might work too.
Yeah.
Preferably an unused one.
Well, it depends on what kind of taste for acrylics you have. And I just patted this in. And there you go. Chill it. Make sure it's good to go. I wouldn't suggest wrapping this up, giving to anything, but it costs like what, like $6 maybe, $5.
Yeah, the almond bark's the most expensive thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that and the syrup thing if you don't have it.
Yeah.
And it's super simple, super easy.
Just time consuming.
Well, there you have it. That's a half-assed bloody ghost of a thing.
Okay.
All right. I'll try this again. Well, there you have it. There's a half-assed bloody ghost of a candy-covered apple thing. Hope you have better luck than we did. But it tends to work out a little better if you don't be us. So, we'll catch you here next time. We upload stuff every Tuesday and Friday, and we'll see you on YouTube at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can find us on Facebook at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen there. Also on Instagram at Living Between. You can also find us on Patreon at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen there, and Pinterest under the same title. So if you want to help us out or you want to just check us out anywhere else, you can find us there. We'll see you next time.